The Innovate series started 4 years ago in Tampa Bay. I think it was a mixture of hard work, luck, and timing. At the time I was living there, I was publishing the Best of Tampa Bay. I got to meet many of the business leaders of the community, and suddenly there was this call to action to map out the innovation ecosystem of Tampa Bay. So they called me in and said, "Listen, can you help us?" And even at the time, I wasn't quite sure what that meant, mapping out the innovation ecosystem. So we had this focus group with government and all the different leaders, and we said, right, there are 4 issues in Tampa Bay that need fixing, to grow the innovation ecosystem. And this is actually relevant not just for Tampa Bay, but for all cities. And basically there were 4 areas. One, Tampa Bay needed to market itself to the rest of the world. If you look at Florida, everyone knows Orlando and Miami, and we sit in the shadow as Tampa Bay. A lot of people think it's a retirement village. Meanwhile, actually, it's probably the leading tech hub in the whole of Florida. So the government said, right, we need to tell the story. Can we map out, 100 innovation stories, put it in a book, put it online, let's film them all, and we've got our story, and let's show the world that we are forced to be reckoned with. So as the publisher in the town at the time, they said, can you do that? I said, well, cool, yeah, that's great for me. That's no problem. Secondly, Tampa Bay is scattered. It's four little cities around the bay, right? And that makes up the community. And for innovation to flourish, you need collaboration. And there wasn't enough collaboration because these disjointed cities across the bay with bridges weren't, communicating enough. So again, the book, provided a credibility platform where everyone got to meet each other and work with each other, both by meeting each other in the book, and then by throwing a big launch party, everyone got to meet each other, and it really aided in this collaborative effort. Thirdly, Tampa Bay was growing really fast. We needed to recruit lots of talent from all around the world and from different cities. And again, that means you have to convince people to move to Tampa Bay. So again, they needed a recruitment tool to showcase everything that's happening in Tampa Bay. And the book looks beautiful, right? So it's like, look at all these companies, and we put the beaches in there and lifestyle, and it looked like, wow, I want to move to Tampa Bay. So they used the book. When you're trying to recruit talent from San Francisco or Boston, we send them the book and they, hey, look at this place, it's paradise. Come work for us. And there was a great recruitment tool for a lot of these companies. And then fourthly and finally, it's all about investment. So there's so much money sitting on the golf courses in Florida. A lot of people retired there from New York and all around the world, and we needed to get some of that money back into the ecosystem. So there's an organization, Florida Funders, that started. And I think at the time they probably amassed about $10 million, from the community to give back, to give to co-working, to give to startups. So they said, right, we need a book to give to all these retirement captains of industry and say, listen, can you just take 10% of your real estate portfolio and bring it back and give it to these startups? Can you take one day of your golf career and come and mentor these kids and get back into the fold? And again, by producing the book and giving and showing them exactly what they would be getting involved in, they got them all excited. And before you know it, I think Florida Funders now invests $100 million a year. So, getting that investment again, the book was a great tool to convince that community to invest. And those were really the 4 key areas. And the book kind of solved, many of those issues. And again, that's Tampa Bay, and that's every city. They all suffer from the same issues. So, that's how it started.